Peace, 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 peace to the gods. It's your boy Uno Self, aka Dwight. And my slogan say, I think it say, when you look to the left of you, no, when no one is to the left of you and no one is to the right of you, then it's up to you to get it done. You know what I'm saying? So don't wait on nobody to get things done. You gotta do what you gotta do. Phil Asher in the house. What up with you, brother? Coming way out of California, man. Hey, man, today I'm kind of caught off guard because I was sleepy, I was tired, and I'm ready to go back to sleep for real. But I can't not do my show. I got to do my show because I know a lot of people looking forward, to hearing me on the show, and I'm looking forward to being on the show as well. I'm chilling. I'm gonna go over a few things. Let me go over a few things real quick. Okay. Got the viewers coming through. Come on through and rock with your boy. Let me go over my new little drink selection. I'm not drinking today. I'm too tired to be drinking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got time for that? Let me see how you flip this here. Okay. Now, I just went and got the big bottle of Hypnotic. Because I ain't going to play with them, you know what I mean? But I ain't going to drink that. And I went and got this. Sipping on this. This is actually good. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I went and got this here. So I could drink when I want, Somebody come through one day. Have a drink with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be chilling. I want to show you some items I got. I think they pretty cool. I went and got this Bluetooth speaker, and I hope it works. I've been trying it. I've been working with it. It sounds pretty good from me testing it out, but this is so people can hear the show a little better for Facebook Live. Let me go this way for y'all get that. I went and got this stuff here. I went and got this book, the Book of Runes. And then it comes with these little things here that you kind of put in the bag and you pick them. And then this is what I pick. I picked the X. And it kind of gives you, some type of guidance. And I like to test it on people. And it's been working out, It's been giving some good guidance. I went and got this little book right here. The Art of War. Uh-oh, look at that. Jumping out my hand. You see that magic and shit? Shit jumped right out my damn hand. Get your ass up here. Okay, The Art of War. I read this. I carry it around and just read it. Because I like reading. The Quiet Mind. I don't know too much about this book. But I read a little bit of it. $10. This talks about the Book of Runes. How it's, let me open this up. Talks about how 1,000 years in the past, the Vikings, Germanic, and Anglo-Saxon people used the runes as an oracle, a means of insight into the present and the future. So I definitely want to get some insight into the present and the future. You know what I'm saying? I got this book right here, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. How much was this damn book? Whatever. I got to get into that. I got this book here. Numerology, the Numerology Guidebook. Uncover Your Destiny and Blueprint of Your Life. I definitely want to know my destiny and blueprint. And it definitely feels like a good one, too. So I want to know. This book was about $16. I got that No Love for Thy Neighbor. I got that on deck by Uno Self, a.k.a. Dwight. Definitely support this book. You can go to my website, corporatefreedomgroup.com, and you live and you learn. And also, I got some new business cards. See that? New business cards. Nice and thick. This is my show information. Make sure y'all get that. That's your boy with the hieroglyphics. You know. Okay. Well, that's that. Let me switch this thing back over. Yeah. I had some stuff that I wanted to get into, but I got to make sure that I can lay it down right because, like I said, I really want to lay down and go back to hell to sleep. I gotta make sure this Bluetooth is working right. I got a lot of technical shit that I have to do. Damn it. Let me I'm not even gonna get no music going. I don't even want to mess up the Bluetooth. Let me sit this thing right here. Try to work on this Bluetooth before I mess up. Before I mess up my shit out, So work with me real quick. I'm gonna do some reading. Always got to do some reading because reading is basically how you're gonna get free. If you don't read, it's gonna be real difficult to free yourself. It's gonna be real difficult to free yourself without knowing how to read. Alright? Because what they do is they play off of your ignorance. So people that are ignorant, they can do anything they want with them because they don't know what's coming. They don't know what's going on. Okay, let me see if this works. Oh shit. I ain't got no time for no damn technical difficulty. 4, 9. Let me stop screaming that number out. Can't give y'all no inside information about what numbers I'm pressing. Side G, peace to the God. Okay, I'm going in and out. Pixelating. Damn, I don't know why. Auntie, Geneva White. Oh, man. Okay. Bluetooth. There we go. Okay, let me see. Make sure this works. Man, I'm going to have to work with it for now, man. Hopefully it stopped pixelating or whatever it's doing. Okay, let me see. I just need to hear it out the Bluetooth, and I'm good. So make sure y'all got y'all pen and paper and stick around for today's lesson. And also go back, check out my website, corporatefreedomgroup.com. Check out my blog talk at blogtalkradio/sleepsheetradio.com. If you want to call and listen in to the live show, you can call in right now at 646-668-8213. Damn, this Bluetooth want to act up on me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, let me see. I just want to get this here on Bluetooth and then I'm good to go. If I don't, so be it. It is what it is. Let me make sure I can get the right connection. I had my boy Thugs helping me earlier, holding it down. Now, let me see. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little tired today. Let me stop saying I'm tired. I'm up. I'm here. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna pull something off. But I can't wait till it's done so I can relax and chill. Okay, let me see.
5 minutes until showtime.
Oh shit, I forgot how I did this, connected this Bluetooth. Okay, let me see. I think I did that. Cut it off. Damn, the Bluetooth was sounding good too. That shit was sounding perfect. Kimberly Joy in the house. Peace. Jamia got him. Russell in the house. My boy Cy G definitely in the house. Hold me down. I appreciate that. Let me see. I'm working with some technical issues right now, so that's what's holding me up. And I got 5 minutes to figure this shit out. I got 4 minutes. I got 4 minutes to figure this one out. 4 minutes.
Ready for connection.
Let's see. Damn, I got 4 minutes and I had this joint too. I think I messed that up.
For connection.
Okay. Ready for connection. Come on and connect. Quit playing with your boy. Okay, there we go. What's that? Okay. Press that. Pairing. There we go. See what this do. See what this do, crew.
3 until
Bluetooth connected.
Bluetooth connected. You see that shit? See how your boy be working under pressure? I ain't about to play with y'all. And y'all ain't about to play with me. See how your boy work under pressure? Let me put this over here. See if it still work. Damn it. Let me mute. Let me mute. Let me mute return to call in progress. Let me mute that out for now. I think we're going to work like this with this right here. Let's make sure we're still on the Bluetooth. So yeah, I got these new books. Fucking expensive as shit. I ended up paying like over $100 for all this bullshit. I ain't gonna say it's bullshit just yet until I actually read it.
2 minutes until showtime.
Okay, 2 minutes to showtime. Roxy Daniel in the house. Hey Roxy, did you get a chance to read the book yet, or you been too busy? Roxy definitely supported the book. That's what's up. And she's a boss. My mom in the building. Bro James in the building. Good to see the familiar people, you know? Good to see y'all. Got people coming in the show. If you want to come on the show, the actual live show, you can call in to 646-668-8213. If you got any questions, you want to ask any questions, you got any testimony, any information, you press the number 1 and you're in there like swimwear. Bro James, peace, brother, peace. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. You've been around for a minute, man. Okay.
1 minute until showtime.
You'll get there, Roxy. Long as it's in the atmosphere, you know, it'll go down. Let me look at what I got 1 minute to showtime. I don't got anything ready. I'm messing up. I'm messing up, man. I ain't ready. I wasn't ready for y'all today. I wanted to chill today. I wasn't ready for y'all today, but I'm here live and direct in the flesh, holding it down, you know, spreading that good news you could use. Cy G, I'm winging it. That's what I'm doing, man. I'm winging it, man. I'm telling you, I'm winging it. But when you've been doing this for so long, you know, you could wing it and things come to you. The spirit starts speaking, you know, and all that, man. It's about to go down. The show coming on. It's on and popping. Let me set this Bluetooth.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds.
Keep this
4,
right here.
3, 2, 1.
Can you hear that Bluetooth? Okay, let me sit this back here. Your boy hungry.
This is
I
the
ain't
FLUKE
eat.
Show with your host, Who Knows Self, a.k.a. Dwight.
Oh yeah, that's pretty loud. Okay. Wake up, wake up. It's time to wake the fuck up. You gotta use this. Jeffrey Barnwell, what up, G? You gotta use your brain. You gotta read. Reading is a hard thing to do when you're distracted with football games and amusement parks. Either you read or you bleed. Okay.
There was some blood from my nose. A cop had a gun. I had a roll. He had on run. I had on clothes. Then he said freeze. I froze. Down on your knees. Got down with some blows. Down with some blows. Got down with some blows. I got down with some blows.
Do that right there. Do me a favor and do me no favors.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
You are now listening to Dwight Bay.
It's your boy, Dwight.
I hear that music sound kind of funny. I be treating my my pen like it's a cigarette. I don't even smoke though. Or some marijuana. I don't smoke. Never smoked in my life. Never did drugs a day in my life. Some guy walked up on me yesterday. I was walking down the street. Talk about, yo, come here. Yo, I got that ganja or some shit. Just because I got dreadlocks don't mean I fucking smoke that bullshit. Nothing against anybody that smoke it. I don't do drugs. That's not me. I'm not into that. I never smoked weed in my life. Ever. Never plan on it. I don't do that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't care if it was accessible in my face. That ain't something that I choose to entertain in life. You know what I mean? I bet you did. I bet you smoked enough. Let me see where I'm at with my show, man. Okay, here we go. I'm going to play some local music. I'm going to play my boy Julian up on here. Same old thing. You got some local music? Hey, hold up 1 second. Sel, you got to call into the show with that question. Call into the show, Sel. The number is right here. That number right there. That's 646-668-8213. Call into the show. And then hit me with that question, you know, when we get to the question section. Your boy is live and direct, Uno Self, aka Dwight Bay. I gotta get back in the gym too. I gotta keep up with them young boys. Keep up with them old boys too. Oh man. The lines is jammed. They jamming up. The lines is jamming up. Looking good. Got people with their questions. I'm winging it today, man. I ain't have everything set up, man. I've been up damn near 2 days. I ain't getting no sleep. I'm gonna wing it. Feels good to take a fresh breath. Feels good to be on this mission. I'm gonna let it take me where it take me, but I see where it's going somewhat. You know? Ron Peasy, what up, brother? What up, Ron? Ron in the hit house. Usually when I usually start the show, I play my music first, and then I get into the lesson. I always say have a pen and paper. I've been studying and teaching people things for a long time. People have been successful working things out. The people that's brave enough to step up and initiate or execute. Travis Shepard in the building. All right, Ron Peasy. Anybody got any political music and it sound good and it's local? Send it to me. Send it to my email. I'm gonna rock it on my show. My email is corporatefreedomgroup@gmail.com. I'm gonna rock it. Gotta be political. I don't want no booty shaking. You know, none of that bull crap up in there. I like it though, but I don't want it on my show. Shalise. My eyes, these are my soul blockers, man. You want to see my eyes. Nobody else care about my eyes. You gotta listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. You know how my eyes look. You know what? I'm gonna take a picture of my eye and I'm gonna send it to you. And every time my show come on, you could put my eye right next to the Facebook Live. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just messing around. Denali live free or die. Live free or die. It's pretty awesome. Okay. My eyes are probably red right now. I'm tired of shit right now. Yeah, soul blockers, right? Right? You want everybody trying to look into your galaxy. You know, trying to study you. My eyes are not important. You know what I'm saying? They're important to me. Because I got to record everything with them. Did you know that your mind is a recorder? And your eyes, you record things through your eyes. So your brain was really the first computer. Constantly recording. That's why you do an affidavit and you bear witness. Nobody can tell you what you didn't see in that affidavit.
You're a child of God. You got purpose.
I'm going to be going on in about 10 minutes. I'm going on the show to get it in. I may talk about denouncing your U.S. citizenship. That's a hard move right there for some people. If you're going to do that, you know, what's his name? Nassim Bey, Most Def. He did something like that, and I think they sent him up out of here somewhere. But I'm just going to go over it. I'm not going to get into technical aspects of it. I'm just going to throw it out there. Okay, Travis Shepard shared the video. Right, Sai G, you good. You good. You good. Here you go, Shalise. This for you.
You done preaching for a little while.
See him? Oh, man. My info is not within the soul. It's in my spirit. You know what I'm saying? I come from the spirit. When it comes out, it's up to that person that catches it to receive the message and to use it. You know? So I'm just throwing it out there. I throw a lot of things out there, and it'll work for some people. Some things go for some other people. And it got to pan out. You got to know what's for you. Know what you want to do. Some people have criminal cases, and they want to fight their cases, and some people don't have criminal cases. So if I'm talking about certain things, that don't apply to everybody. But it's always good to know shit. Me, I always like to know something. I've been in some real tight situations, and I've been able to get out of them by knowing what I know. I've been able to save my skin. You know what I'm saying? Word. So I'm trying to open the people's minds so that they can know what the hell is going on with their crooked ass government. Crooked. Dirty motherfuckers. Oh, the lines is packed. Y'all definitely coming in numbers. I like that. I like numbers. The numerology guidebook. I'm gonna read this one day. I'm gonna take, time to start reading every last book up there and download my program, with different things. See, what the government knows is that they know that you can't turn off your recorder. Even when you sleep, you still recording dreams, recycling. You bring in new visuals into your mind, and it's in your subconscious mind. And they try to play on that with these images on TV. They put things in the food and water to control your subconscious mind. What's that, Scott? The breakdown what happened with the newest commercial charter you were going to get from New York, you mentioned on your first 2 shows. Man, I gotta go back and listen to those first 2 shows because that was years ago, man. Well, that was over a year ago. So I really don't remember what I said at the time. Sometimes things slip my mind, and I gotta keep it moving, I think I'm gonna have me some aqua. Water. So I was online looking at some land because I want to get like some acres, and I want to start like a little resort where people can come and learn certain courses, self-development courses, where people can learn how to eat healthy, properly. Scott, call into the show, man, and talk to me, man. You know the number. Call in and talk to me. 646-668-8213. Yeah, I want to get some land, and I want to build like small houses, a little, like I said, a little place to go for self-development, because it's a lot of confusion. A lot of people have a lot of pressures. They got to work a job. Not saying, if you like working, then work away. I haven't worked a job in years, since I was 17. I'm an entrepreneur, so I got to be creative in generating cha-ching, you know what I'm saying? But I like to get it honestly. So I like to make sure that I'm actually earning it. Some people like to get it fast, and they get it how they can, any way they can, and they step on your toes to get it. So I think I'm gonna go on after this song. Let me see. I might play a couple more songs.
What the hell is wrong with y'all? Just let me live my life. I can't go one day without y'all in my face. Y'all have lost your mind.
So we are in a mental warfare. You don't gotta believe me. You believe it when they got your ass sitting in a jail cell somewhere doing 10 years. Then you believe me. By that time, it's too late. They might not let my book in the prison that you're sitting in. I'm really I was out today in the rain. It started raining. I wanted to walk in the rain, and it felt good. I was reflecting on all the people that I was able to help out, and the situation that they probably would have been in without that help. A lot of people out here free right now, chilling, and they could have been doing a lot of time, sitting it down for a lot of years. And it felt good to see those people and run into them and communicate with them, when they could have been put away. So this is a lifestyle for me, and I'm living it. I'm manifesting, I'm making it happen, I'm being the change that I want to see. And I'm gonna say, when I get this land and I build this self-development center, I don't really want to call it a center, but you know, I want to start out somewhere and get it going. And I just been contemplating on this damn land. It's like about 15, 20 acres. Tracy Chapman? No, that's R. Kelly. That's R. Kelly. Side G. Oh, no phone. Okay, Scott. Tune into the chat. Scott, come into the chat at blogtalkradio.com/sleepsheetradio. You can come into the chat, and we can operate like that. I'm just playing the music, gearing up, getting ready to go do some reading. And once I go to the questions and the phone lines, it really goes to autopilot. You know, from there I can kind of relax, answer some questions, and then get up out of here. Oh, you already in the chat, Scott? Okay. Wizmore. I don't know if you can hear me, but you in the chat. But yeah, thanks to everybody for tuning in, for giving me your ear and giving me your eyes. And I hope that you learn something from me every day. You get one life. And they'll fuck it up. They want you to be a slave. I was reading these cases about how the slaves sued for freedom. And they talked about they came out of the Constitution saying that every man is born equal, something like that. That was the claim that they were making. That was their claim to fame. And some of them got free doing that. But here it's a little more technical. Your oppressor is only going to teach you what they want you to know to keep you oppressed. So when you get out here and think that you know everything that you need to know about life, you already failed. You're already a slave. I'm gonna play some more music. Okay, the call-in number is I'm going to be going on in about 5 minutes. The call-in number is 646-668-8213. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of blurry. Show you a magic trick. Watch this. Make it disappear. Psych. Hey, if you didn't get my book yet, No Love for Thy Neighbor, you can go to my website, corporatefreedomgroup.com. You can pick it up. Okay. It's a beautiful day. Since I learned this information, it's not predicated on just knowing one set thing. It's knowing multiple things and also the ability to learn other things. It really changed my life and the circumstances. I would probably be in somebody's jail right now. Right now, I'd be sitting in somebody's prison. But the things that I've been able to do in these courts has backed them the fuck up off of me. So I was on some get off me shit, you know what I mean? Fuck off your boy. I'm gonna play one more song. The lines are already packed, people ready to go. People got their questions up. If you call in the show, you got any questions, press the number 1. Let's get it over with. This is Sizzler, if you can hear it. See, I got the Bluetooth speaker, so that makes it louder. I'm trying to accommodate the show and then do this too. Let me look at what I'm going to be reading about jurisdiction, and I'm going to be reading about denunciation of U.S. citizenship. I'm just going to read some things. I haven't put together my analysis on it just yet, even though I have one formulated. I didn't make it formal for the people to comprehend it. But some people are gifted and they can already comprehend it. I think about you every day. So let me ask this question. If you see my eyes, does it make the show better? I'm enjoying life right now. I'm in a good place. Darnell D, what up with you, brother? Good to see you. I'm in a good place mentally, which keeps me in a good place physically. Okay, we going on to the next song. Let me see where I'm going with this. I might got to play two songs. I lost my place. Okay, now I got to play two songs because I lost my place. Let me get it. Let me get where I need to be so I can focus on the show. And all you really have to do is just use your ears. And you can use your eyes for yourself when you write things down. And then, check out my website. A lot of information on there. A lot of things to read. You absolutely have to read. Darnell, little you. Peace, man. I know. But the thing is, it's so small, you're going to have to magnify it to get anything off of that computer. Not you, but, whoever want to get some information. Okay, let me do this. Okay, I'm getting ready to go on. I'm going to play one more song. Let me get my song ready. One more song, and it's on and popping. You're rocking with your boy on the Sleep Sheet Show on Sleep Sheet Radio. I'm on a solo mission like Eli. Call into the show, Darnell, 646-668-8231. Take that number and log it in your phone, so when you call into the show, you already have it in your phone. Put it in there as Sleep Sheet Radio or Sleep Sheep Show. I've been doing this for a long time. Sleep Sheep Show. I've been doing it for a long time. When I first started, I was nervous as hell. I don't think I'm nervous anymore. Okay, I got you. I just got a message from somebody, and I apologize. So that's for you. It do not matter. Turn to a savage. All right, man, I'm ready to get this show over. I'm ready to get it over with. I'm ready to relax. I bet as soon as I get done with the show, I won't be tired anymore. I'll be up running around looking for stuff to do. Anybody that got consultations with me, be patient. I'm gonna call you. Anybody that okay, last song and we on. Anybody that I have to send books, you're gonna get them. I have new business cards. Always got to be ready to reinvent your mind and think different, think new thoughts, try different things. Don't be afraid to fail. Always expect to succeed. And don't dwell in procrastination. A lot of people, they procrastinate and they don't get. I'm gonna be down here, man, on the show. I'm gonna be down here. They procrastinate. They don't get things done. Some people have a plan and they talk about it. Anytime I have a plan, I do the minimum steps first. Even if it fails and I don't execute it, I just have everything in place. So if I have an idea, I'll build a website, I'll get a domain, I'll write out a business plan, I'll buy some supplies, I'll get a 1-800 number, I'll get everything in place, and I may never do nothing with it, but I still have it all in place just in case I'm ready to pull that trigger. Blah! And it's on and popping. Dino Clay, what's happening with you? More weave. Pacquiao Brian L. Bay. I can't pronounce that one too good. Hey, Asin will get you in jail, man. That's why I don't play, especially when it comes to that court. Michael J. Carr, L. Peace, man. Happy belated birthday. Okay, this is my last song that I'm playing. Let me get to where I need to be. How about the courtroom? Like what charges? In case y'all ain't noticed, I ain't lost yet. It's about to go down. Oh man, am I ready for this? Man, I hope I'm ready for this. Hope I'm ready for this. I brag different. What else? Hey, Sai-G, when I go on the show, let me know if you can hear me, man, because I'm trying this new Bluetooth thing. We'll see how it works. Okay, can you hear me in the show talking like I'm talking right now? Can you hear me in the actual show talking? I hope not. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Alert, 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 alert. Oh, man. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Here it goes. Let me do this. Okay. Bong, bong, bong. Hello, hello, hello. Let me make sure I could be heard first. On the show, on the actual show. I'm gonna put that over there. Let me make sure I'm loud and clear because I'm working off of this here. Am I loud and clear? Am I loud and clear? Let me check the chat room. Let me check with the chat room and see what's up. Sai G, you said I'm good, right, brother? Okay, okay. Yo, Sai G be holding me down, man. He be holding me down. That's what's up. He way out in Florida and holding me down. I'm way up here in New York, and he hold me down like that. That's what's up. That's commitment. That's dedication, and that shows that he made it into a lifestyle. But anyway, hello world and peace to the gods. Welcome to the Sleep Sheep Show on Sleep Sheep Radio, bringing you that news you can use. Today's illusion is September 17th, 2016, and I'm your host, Uno Selfe, aka Dwight. And the reason why I always say the date is so that I can know when things went down, because this is me leaving my mark in the world, and one day somebody is gonna take time out to study the things that I say and the things that I did, and maybe they can make something of it, and I'm gonna end up compilating all of the people that were able to get success out of this thing that I do here. And I'm not doing it by myself either. I have help from everybody. I learn from just general situations. Most I learn from experience. So if I'm doing reading things, I like to actually apply it and get the full experience before I put it out to the people. So I'll be your crash dummy. anyway, anyway, what I'm gonna do is some reading, and thank you to everyone who's tuned into the show right now. If you have any questions, the calling number is 646-668-8213. If you have any testimony, same number. You press the number 1, and then be patient. And I'm going to get to you when I go to the Power Hour. I'm also on Facebook Live at facebook.com/Dwight Uno Self period Dwight Beck. You can come check me out on Facebook Live. I'm chilling. I'm having fun with the people. So I'm multitasking. And then I'm going to take the Facebook Live shows and I put them on YouTube. I haven't had time to put them up. I've been real busy. Had a lot of things going on. A lot of situations I got to take care of and handle. But I definitely appreciate your listening ear, and I hope you learned something. I'm going to be more than likely talking about something to do with jurisdiction and renunciation of U.S. citizenship. Okay, we got my family, David White in the house, Meg Orbaker in the house. A few people on Facebook Live tuning in. Definitely appreciate that. Okay, without further ado, let me get right to it. I'm gonna start out. You know what? Let me start out with I don't really want to. Let me start out with this. I'm just going to read these things. I'm not going to, give any advice on acting on it. I'm just going to read it, and then, people can come to their own conclusion. Now, I haven't done this yet, so that's why I'm not going to give any advice until I actually do it. Okay. First, I'm going to read citizen. Definition of citizen. It's a noun. A person who by place of birth, nationality of one or both parents, or by going through the naturalization process, has sworn loyalty. Okay, which show, Side G? Is it the Facebook Live, or is it my show, my actual Sleep Sheep show? Side G. Richard Vaughn Ali in the house. Peace to the God. Let me know which show Side G is pixelated or what's happening, so I can know. Okay, Facebook. Okay, cool. Facebook I think is going to be good because once the video is done, it'll be clear. It's clear to me, man. Maybe you got that computer glitch over there. You know what I'm saying, out there in Florida. But let me get back to the citizen. Or by going through the naturalization process, has sworn loyalty to a nation. So you got to swear loyalty to a nation. Okay, I'm good. Okay. The United States has traditionally taken the position that an American citizen is subject to losing his or her citizenship if he or she commits acts showing loyalty to another country, including serving in armed forces potentially unfriendly to the United States, or voting in a foreign country. However, if the foreign country, let me sit this right here, recognizes dual citizenship, Canadian, Israel, and Ireland are common examples. The U.S. will overlook the duality. Let me put this in the chat as well, so if anybody want to read this, they can go ahead and read it. Right in the chat. If you want to get into the chat, you can log in to blogtalkradio.com/sleepsheetradio. Okay, I put that in the chat. Let me go back to citizen. I'm going to skip a few things and just go down to the bottom where I want to read. Well, you know what? Let me finish reading it. Okay, citizen, persons. Now remember, persons is a damn corporation. They say it right in their codes. One who, under the construction of laws of the United States, has a right to vote for representatives in Congress and other public officers, and who is qualified to fill offices in the gift of the people. In a more extended sense, under the word citizen are included all white persons born in the United States and naturalized persons born out of the same who have not lost their right as such. This includes men, women, and children. Number 2, citizens are either native born or naturalized. Native citizens may fill any office. Naturalized citizens may be elected or appointed to any office under the Constitution of the United States. So, native citizens may fill any office. Naturalized citizens may be elected or appointed to the office. Who's appointed and elected? Naturalized citizens. I don't really even it's more technical. I don't even want to get into the technical aspects of it. I don't want to step on anyone's mental toes here. Talking about native citizens and naturalized citizens, and a lot of people probably won't comprehend it. But I'm going to leave the citizen thing alone. You can read the rest of it. There's some interesting things in that definition. And I'm going to go to renunciation of U.S. nationality abroad. Okay. The Immigration and Nationality Act, Section 349A5 of the Immigration and Nationality Act, 8 U.S.C. 1481A5, is the section of law governing the right of a United States citizen to renounce abroad his or her U.S. citizenship. The section of law provides for the loss of nationality by voluntarily and with the intent of relinquishing nationality. Okay, 5. Making a formal renunciation of nationality before a diplomatic or consular officer of the United States in a foreign state, in such form as may be prescribed by the Secretary of State. Emphasis added. Elements of renunciation. Okay, these are the elements of renunciation. A person wishing to renounce his or her U.S. citizenship must voluntarily and with intent to relinquish U.S. citizenship appear in person before a U.S. consular or diplomatic officer. So one of the requirements is that you appear in person. Have you appeared in person yet? 2, in a foreign country at a U.S. embassy or consulate and sign an oath of renunciation. Renunciation abroad that do not meet the conditions described above have no legal effect. Oh, let me put this in the chat too, so you can read this too. Okay, I'm going to put that in the chat. If people want to download the link and read along. Okay, renunciation abroad that do not meet the conditions described above has no legal effect. Because of the provisions of Section 349A5, U.S. citizens can only renounce their citizenship in person, and therefore cannot do so by mail, electronically, or through agents. In fact, U.S. courts have held certain attempts to renounce U.S. citizenship to be ineffective on a variety of grounds, as discussed below. Now, let me say this about this here. They're saying you can only do it in person. It has no legal effect. This is also coming from their website. They're giving the codes and whatever else. They're naming cases. They're pointing fingers. You have to experience it first. So the only way you get completion is not by just listening to people telling you what it is. You go try it out. You go do it for yourself. But you got to make sure you're ready to make that move. So when you make that move and you go there and you say, man, I tried this and it didn't work, so you got to try a different strategy. Or you say, I tried it and it worked, then you know. Then you have the truth, because you got to do it for yourself. You can't just base, your actions on someone telling you something without you actually getting the full experience for yourself. And that's what I like to do. I like to get the full experience, certain things. So eventually, once I map this thing out, I will be applying it. And the objective here is to renounce your U.S. citizenship, but claim, claim a nationality that was here before colonization. You know, that's the objective. Or a tribe or whatever. Start your own tribe and all that other stuff. All right, 1 second. Questions concerning renunciation of U.S. citizenship in the United States pursuant to INA Section 349A6 must be directed to United States Citizenship and Immigration Services of the Department of Homeland Security. Requirement: renounce all rights and privileges. A person seeking to renounce U.S. citizenship must renounce all the rights and privileges associated with such citizenship. A DJ, I don't know what you mean by that, Meg. See, they're saying things on this website, and then they're also trying to make you think that the things that they're saying are not optional. Some things that they're saying are optional. So let me finish reading this. Okay. A person seeking to renounce U.S. citizenship must renounce all the rights and privileges associated with such citizenship. In the case of Colon versus U.S. Department of State, the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia rejected Colon's petition for a writ of mandamus directing the Secretary of State to approve a certificate of loss of nationality in the case because despite his oath of renunciation, he wanted to retain the right to live in the United States while claiming he was not a U.S. citizen. Now, when you live in the United States, it's because of you using an address, because of you claiming residency, things like that. You know, that's a little technical for the people. I'm not really going to get into the details of that. Dual nationality and statelessness. Persons intending to renounce U.S. citizenship should be aware that unless they already possess a foreign nationality, and you know the what is it called, of Universal Declaration of Human Rights, I think that's it, gives you the option to choose whatever nationality you want. Also, I believe the Constitution does as well. They may be rendered stateless. Okay, let me read that. Persons intending to renounce U.S. citizenship should be aware that unless they already possess a foreign nationality, they may be rendered stateless and thus lack the protection of any government. They may also have difficulty traveling as they may not be entitled to a passport for any country. Statelessness can present severe hardship. That's them trying to scare you, into not renouncing your U.S. citizenship. The ability to own or rent property, work, marry, receive medical or other benefits, and attend school can be affected. Former U.S. citizens would be required to obtain a visa to travel to the United States or show that they are eligible for admission pursuant to the terms of the visa waiver program. See, now, if you're claiming the first of all, they originated as colonists. So if you're claiming the nationality before they migrated, they can't kick you out of this country. They absolutely can't. Where are they going to send you to? If unable to qualify for a visa, the person could be permanently barred from entering the United States. If the Department of Homeland Security determines that the renunciation is motivated by tax avoidance, it's another way to avoid taxes. The individual will be found inadmissible to the United States under Section 212A 10E of the Immigration and Nationality Act. 8 USC 11A2 A10E. As amended, renunciation of U.S. citizenship may not prevent a foreign country from deporting that individual to the United States in some non-citizen status. Okay, they say that you have a right to denounce U.S. citizenship. So if it's a right, Asher, what's happening, brother? If it's a right, then how can they charge you for that right? How can they, monetize your right? I could really get some more into this, but I'm not. If it's already, the link is in the chat. You can read it. You can see what it says, and you can figure it out. When I get time to get to it, I'll try to perfect it where you can do it effectively. But I'm believing at some point that this is going to be some requirement for you to appear in person. Oh, you know what? Let me go over this contract, and then I'll be done with that. Bureau of Consulate Affairs. Hold up. Bureau of Consular Affairs. Statement of understanding concerning the consequences and ramifications of renunciation or relinquishment of U.S. nationality. See, when I see things like renunciation or relinquishment, that means there's two different things going on there. Maybe you have to relinquish your nationality. I got to look more into the word relinquish and then the word renunciation and make a comparison as to what's effective, if anything is public or private. I'm going to put this in the chat. I'm good. Can I be heard? I'm good. Blaze Bay, Ethos. I can't pronounce that name for anything. You're going to have to call in one day and teach me how to pronounce that name. Okay, I'm going to read from this statement of understanding concerning. See what they do when they make their own statements. It's always, all the time, almost a trick. Almost all the time a trick in there. So you can put a line through that, through it, whatever you don't agree with. It's negotiation. You're negotiating the contract. So it says, I blank understand that, number one, I have the right to relinquish my United States nationality. Okay, you have a right to do it, to renounce or relinquish. I definitely got to look up the difference because that's a little trick right there. Maybe renounce is for the public and maybe relinquish is for the private. I don't know for sure at this point. I have the intention of relinquishing my United States nationality. Number three, I am exercising my right of renunciation, relinquishment freely and voluntarily without force, compulsion, or undue influence placed upon me by a person. 4. Upon renouncing, relinquishing. See how they keep putting it in there? They keep saying they're using it simultaneously, so it could be public and private just by how they're using it. Renouncing or relinquish my U.S. nationality, I will become an alien with respects to the United States, subject to all laws and procedures of the United States regarding entry and control of aliens. See, I would cross that out. The part where it says subject to all laws and procedures of the United States. I would put a line through that part. Or either I would redo my own thing. Number 5, if I do not possess the nationality, citizenship of any country other than the United States, upon my renunciation and relinquishment, I will become a stateless person and may face extreme difficulties traveling internationally and entering most countries and maintaining a place to reside. Number 6, if I am found to be deportable by a foreign country, my renunciation relinquishment may not prevent my involuntary return to the United States. Number 7, I will put a line through that shit. Number 7, my renunciation relinquishment may not affect my military or selective service status, if any. I understand that any problems in this area must be resolved with the appropriate agencies. Number 8, my renunciation relinquishment may not affect my ability, if any, to to prosecution for any crimes which I may have committed or may commit in the future, which violate United States laws. I will put a line through that shit. My renunciation relinquishment may not affect my ability for extradition to the United States. My renunciation relinquishment may not exempt me from the United States income taxes. You know you're going to put a line through that shit. With regards to United States taxation consequences, I understand that I must contact the United States Revenue Internal Service. Further, I understand that that if my renunciation of United States nationality is determined by the United States Attorney General to be motive by tax avoidance purposes, I will be found excludable from the United States under immigration and national. I will put a line through that. Upon renunciation relinquishing my U.S. nationality, I will no longer be able to transmit U.S. nationality to my children born subsequent to this act. The extremely seriousness of irrevocation of, the extremely serious and irrevocable nature of the act of renunciation relinquishment has been explained to me by vice counselor. Whatever. I wouldn't use their form. I would take some things from their form, but I wouldn't use it wholly. And also, once I renounce or relinquish U.S. nationality, I wouldn't want to transmit that nationality to my children born. See, now I'm just speaking on this, but I believe, once I go in here and start breaking this thing down, it's gonna take on a whole different concept. I want to look up relinquish and compare it. I want to compare it with renunciation just to see. Okay, relinquish, voluntarily cease to keep or claim, give up. Okay, voluntarily. Let's look up renunciation. I also would check the definitions in the codes because they may have separate definitions. Renunciation, the formal rejection of something, typically a belief, claim, or course of action. A document expressing renunciation. Okay, one is to reject and one is to voluntarily give up. I'm gonna end up getting into that later, but let me go to jurisdiction because I believe we're going into the power hour. Got about 8 minutes. I'm going to read some things on jurisdiction. Am I good in the chat? Can I still be heard? Okay. In Dios is that in Dios. Peace. Blaze Bay. Okay. In Dios. Okay. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate you being here. I appreciate everybody being here. The line is full. It's thick. It's looking good. Let me read this. Jurisdiction. Only courts of record, aka common law courts. I'm reading from the website. You should be familiar with this website. I've been reading off of this website for the past few weeks. I'm going to put it in the chat for those that are not. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it. I'm all over the place. I'm on Facebook Live. I'm on the chat. I'm on the show. I'm in my skin. I'm getting it popping. Okay. Okay. Only courts of record, aka common law courts, have jurisdiction over the people. All courts of record proceed with a tribunal, aka jury, under the rules of common law. All city, town, criminal, and village courts are not courts of record because they proceed according to the rules of chancery and not law, and therefore have no jurisdiction over the people. If a judge refuses to answer the accused by what authority they act, then they do not have jurisdiction. The only answer is common law under Constitution Article, I think it's 6, Um, Now, when I was in court one time and they said something like, I said, "Is this a court of record?" And he pointed at the damn recording machine, saying, "Yeah." That's how they try to trick people to make them think that they're in a court of record. That's actually not. Those are transcripts, and those are their transcripts, and it's not the record. It's not, that doesn't make it a court of record because they're sitting there recording. They're actually taking minutes. Trust minutes is what they're taking. Like how they tell you to do trust minutes in trust law. They're taking trust minutes when they get those transcripts. Trial court acts without jurisdiction when it acts without inherent or common law authority. State versus Rodriguez. Any court that proceeds with summary judgment are not common law courts and have no jurisdiction over the people. Summary proceedings blacks forth any proceeding by which a controversy is settled, case disposed of, or trial conducted in a prompt and simple manner without the aid of a jury, without presentment or indictment, or in other respects out of the regular course of the common law. And procedure proceedings are said to be summary when they are short and simple in comparison with regular proceedings, i.e., in comparison with the proceedings which alone would have been applicable either in the state or Angloist cases if summary proceedings had not been available. See Phillips versus Phillips, 8 NJL 122. What they're saying is, these cases, there's no there's no jury. They're just doing like an administrative proceeding. So they're actually getting you to enter into a implied contract where you agreed to come in under that admiralty jurisdiction. I see where I'm getting. Okay, I see where I was getting choppy at. Peace, Elder Cooper, Jet Black, Demetrius, New L, Iran Lopez, and everybody else that's up in there. If you didn't hear what I was saying, you can watch this video on YouTube, Facebook Live. You can go to my blog talk radio.com/sleep sheep show to catch the archives, and also be sure to follow me when you go there. Press the follow button, real easy. As to the construction with reference to common law, an important canon of construction is that constitutions must be construed to reference to the common law. The common law so permitted destruction of the abatement of nuisance by summary proceedings, and it was never supposed. I'm having a hard time reading this. I'm tired as hell. Hold up. It was never supposed that a constitutional provision was intended to interfere with the established principle, and although there is no common law of the United States in a sense of a national customary law, as distinguished from the common law of England adopted in the several states, in interpreting the federal constitution, recourse may still be had to the aid of a common law of England. It has been said that without reference to the common law, the language of the federal constitution could not be understood. 6 American Jurisprudence, 2nd District, Section 114. There is no sworn affidavit by an injured party. There is no crime. There can be no case. No more than an affidavit is necessary to make the prima facie case. United States versus KIS. See, they're saying no more than an affidavit. What was good to know is that the cop does an affidavit, the police report, and then they do other paperwork as well that they don't tell you about, so that you don't know to rebut it. And if you don't rebut that affidavit, then you agree. That's That's right under Rule 8 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. And most people that tune in should already know that. But it's right in Rule 8 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. Allegation in an affidavit in support of a motion action must be considered as true in absence of counter affidavit. Group versus fin letter, group versus fin letter. So see how they said allegations. So if they make allegations, which they always do, and they do it with particularity, it must be considered true unless, in absence of a counter affidavit. So you have to absolutely counter their affidavit. Now, when you get these lawyers, they don't do that. They don't counter the affidavits. So you're pretty much already defeated. They want to bargain you out. They want to put you, in a case and sell you up the river. But the case for that is group versus fin letter. Group versus fin letter. So affidavit of rebuttal is absolutely necessary. And some people say, if you do the affidavit, don't that give them jurisdiction? No, it doesn't give them jurisdiction. That's the calling number, 646-668-8213. They get jurisdiction from the summons and service, or summons and complaint, something like that. I went over that in the motion to dismiss webinar, how they get jurisdiction and how you can object to that jurisdiction. And also, when you're doing your paperwork, what a lot of people do is they like to mix things all in the motion and the affidavit. So what you do is when you do a motion, you're gonna do your motion, you're gonna state the points, and then you're gonna do an affidavit to that motion. You absolutely have to do an affidavit in support to your motion. Otherwise, it's not done properly. You can't mesh it all in together. You got to know how to separate the two. According to the Black's Law, relinquish the abandonment of a right or thing. Relinquish verb. Renounce to give up or abandon formally a right or interest, to disclaim. Okay, I see the difference, what they talking about. One is to abandon and one is to give up. Okay. Silence can only be equated with fraud, where there is a legal or moral duty to speak, or where an inquiry left unanswered would be intentionally misleading. And that's U.S. versus Twill, and U.S. versus Pruden, and Carmine versus Bowen. Now, silence can be only equated with fraud. So if you're filing papers and they're not responding, I would do an affidavit of fraud. I would make a claim that they're being fraudulent in their prosecution. And also, let me point this out, that your protections and to limit the government is going to be based around the Constitution. So, if if you're in whatever state you're in, or you travel frequently to another state, make sure that you get those constitutions, certified copies. Make sure that you get those and have them handy. So in case you have to do battle in court or anywhere else to control, the government stepping out of line. Make sure you definitely get that. You can get those from the National Archives in that state. You can get them from the Library of Congress. I don't know how much they cost. They're different in different places. And make sure you study it. The appropriate party to attest to the facts is the plaintiff himself, not the plaintiff's attorney. An attorney's affidavit that is not based upon personal knowledge is without value and is insufficient as an affidavit. Romel versus Real. Any court that proceeds against the people with statutes and not the law of the land are not common law courts and have no jurisdiction over the people. Constitutional question. You're going to want to raise the constitutional question if they're coming at you in that manner. All codes, rules, and regulations are for government authorities only, not human creatures, in accordance with God's law. All codes, rules, and regulations are unconditionally and lacking due process. That's Rodriguez versus Ray Donovan, U.S. Department of Labor. All codes, rules, and practices which are repugnant to the Constitution are null and void. Marbury versus Madison. For a crime to exist, there must be an injured party. There can be no sanction or penalty imposed upon one because of the exercise of a constitutional right. Sherrar versus Cullen. That's Sherar versus Cullen. Now, the reason why I'm calling out these cases is for people to go and study them and break them down and actually get the information for themselves. The general rule is that an unconstitutional statute, through having the form and name of law, is in reality no law, but is wholly void and ineffective for any purpose. See, let me just give an example. You got a lot of nonviolent cases and people out here doing a lot of time for violating statute codes which are repugnant to the Constitution. But the problem is, if you don't express it, then, or you don't deny it or express it, then it'll bear on you, and then you'll end up getting that time. See, we've been able to cover so many angles that they can't get around, so they have to dismiss the case. They can't prosecute. They fail to prosecute. And hold on, let me continue reading. I had a thought, I'll get back to it. Since its unconstitutionality dates from the time of the enactment, in legal contemplation, it is an inoperative as if it has never been passed. Since an unconstitutional law is void, the general principle follows that it imposes no duties, confers no rights, creates no office, bestows no power or authority on anyone, offers no protection, and justifies no act performed under it. That's why you bring in through the constitutional question, you want the Attorney General to intervene and prove that these statutes are constitutional. You know, they have a lot of statutes that are not even passed properly. That they as somebody had a case and they charged him with something, and the charge was actually repealed. Whatever it was repealed or something happened, and they tried to charge him with it. And once they pointed that out, they got rid of it. But this case here is Bonnet versus Valier, Norton versus Shelby County. That every man is independent of all laws except those prescribed by nature. He is not bound by any institutions formed by his fellow man without his consent. That's Cruden versus Neal, Crudenneale. Under system of government. Under our system of government, upon the individuality and intelligence of the citizen, the state does not claim to control him or her except as his or her conduct to others, leaving him or her the sole judge as to all that affects himself or herself. That's Mulger versus Kansas. Sheriffs are not to carry out the decisions of courts not of record, and have a duty to arrest judges and prosecutors who continue to proceed under color of law to prosecute we the people. I'm going to stop that right there. For now. If you do, the research on some of the things that I read, you'll get a lot of information. You'll have a lot of things to study, and that way you know them. So once they really come into fruition, and then I break down how to put them together and use them, you'll have all the information already. You'll be good to go. Let me see. I believe we're past the power hour. Past the power hour. So I'm going to take a break. And then when I come back, I'm going to go right to the phone lines. Because I'm tired of reading. And make sure, like I said, you want to get certification for these cases. You want to get certification for that Constitution. And if you have a network, you know, all you need is one, and you can share it with your network. Let me go to the phone lines, and your boy be back. You're rocking with your boy Uno Selfe, aka Dwight Bay, on the Sleep Sheep Show here on Sleep Sheep Radio. Peace to the gods.
Thank you for tuning in. You are now tuned in to Sleep Sheep Radio, bringing you that news you can use. You're rocking with your boy Uno Selfe, aka Dwight Bay.
Yeah. Okay, that's half of the show.
646-668-8213.
Lee Galato, peace. What's happening?
Radio at blogtalkradio.com.
Let me stick to the script.
I know you gonna dig
wrong
this.
one. I'm pressing buttons.
I know
Oh,
you gonna dig this.
okay, there we go. That ain't what I wanted to play. I'm all over the place, man. I'm tired.
Shout out to Sleep Sheep Radio.
There we go. That's what I wanted to play.
You can use. Let's go. Respect yourself. Don't continue to be a victim of the system.
Tanya, what's
Know the
happening?
right to protect yourself. Visit our website at
Peace.
corporatefreedomgroup.com. Check out our store selection. Get the knowledge that they didn't teach you in college.
I'm all over the place. Your boy is tired. I'm almost done. My job is almost done until next week. But I don't really get a break because I got a lot of other work I got to do. But we're going to make it happen. We're going to pull through. All these people fighting these cases, you got to be optimistic. And you can pull it off. Trust.
All of our webinars and templates.
Trust and believe you can pull it off.
You know the jungle creed say the strongest feed on any prey it can. And I was branded beast at every feast before I ever became a man.
Okay.
Hunt is on, and you're the prey. All I'm saying is survive.
You're now tuned in to Sleep Sheep Radio, bringing you that news you can use. Thank you for tuning in. You're rocking with your boy, Uno Selfe, a.k.a. Dwight Bay. This is the Sleep Sheep Show at 646-668-8213.
Trenzy versus Pagliaro.
Follow us on Blog Talk Radio
Shalice,
at
for you.
blogtalkradio.com/sleepsheepradio.
Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keisha Gary Bay, peace. How are you? Neil, what up? Neil from the upper room. Peace to the God. Let me see. Okay. Oh, man, let me get back to the show. I'm tripping.
This is the Sleep Sheep Show with your host, Uno Selfe, a.k.a. Dwight Bay. It's your boy, Dwight. Hello, world, and peace to the gods. Tune in to the Sleep Sheep Show every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, I'm playing one more commercial, and I'm going back on. I'm playing one more commercial, and I'm going back on. So how y'all doing out there? How y'all feeling out there? Everybody feeling good? Everybody feeling good. I feel good. Been up for damn near 2 days. Getting it in. I got a little bit of sleep. So I'm good. I'm going to go back to the call line. if you got any questions that you want to ask me, you can call in. The calling number is 646-668-8213. And you press the number 1. Press the number 1. And also check out my website, corporatefreedomgroup.com. Check out my book. Check out my book, No Love for Thy Neighbor. And you may want to see what this is about. I don't know who knows about this. The Book of Runes. The Book of Runes, where you pick the little things. These little things in the bag, and it just tells you things, you know. It's all good. Shalice, you said, can you text? I don't know. We're gonna walk this out. We're gonna walk this out, man, because you know, from according to all my research and study and the way that people are treated, and the way that the Constitution expressed how they claim to have abolished slavery, people are still slaves. I don't believe that we're free for one fucking minute, and I'm not having it. I'm gonna do everything in my power, everything in my mind, my mental power, to keep working toward that freedom. And we definitely have a finger on it because we've been able to do some amazing things with the Constitution, with the courts, and, you know, a lot of other things. And it's going to get to the point where it's going to get real. You're either going to be with it or they're going to put your ass in one of these concentration camps. And when they do that, it's going to be too late to call me and check my website. I'm telling you, it's going to be too late. You're going to be like, yo, I can't get on your website. And another thing, let me say this too. If you got a case, don't sit on it for a year, then call me when you get to trial. All right? Call me early so we can get rid of it early. I don't work magic. I'm going to say that on the show too. Let's get back on the show and get it back popping. Okay.
It's your boy, Dwight. Hello world, and peace to the gods. Tune in to the Sleep Sheep Show every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, your boy is back in effect. What I was saying is that you know, if you got a case and all that, and you need help with it or a consultation, set it up early. Set it up early. Don't take a year to contact me, and then you got to scrambling. You know, I'm not a magician. You know, we have to put in some technical components to really make everything pan out and make sure that we're countering the adversary. You know, and your case is going to boil down to your ability to counter your adversary and shut them down. Everything they do. And remember what I was saying is, if you file some paperwork, no matter what you file, and they file some paperwork behind your paperwork, you have to file some more paperwork to shut down what they filed, or they would have the last say-so in that case, and you don't want that. Nico, peace. Peace. The Book of Runes, the Book of Runes. It's not rules, it's runes. The author of the Book of Runes. I actually like this. The Book of Runes. It's Ralph H. Blum. That's B-L-U-M. I actually like it. Before I went on the show, I started out yesterday. I went and bought it yesterday, and I picked the X. And it said that I was going to be... Let me read the X, actually. Then I'm going to go to the phone lines after I read the X. Out the Book of Runes. You take these little things and you shake them in a bag. You pick one, and it tells you, you know, what's happening for that day or for that situation. So I picked the X. Partnership. That's what the X says, partnership. And I did it for, my friends, like when they come around, I'll be like, yo, pick in the bag. And when they pick it out and I read it, and they all take, some kind of adapt, they all adapt to it or resonate to it. Hold on 1 second. Let me find. Okay, the X, partnership, a gift. Drawing the rune is an indication that partnership in some form is at hand. You hear that, Asher? In love relationships, in business matters, in partnering of every kind, you are put on notice not to collapse yourself into that union. For true partnership is achieved only by separate and whole beings who retain their separateness even as they unite. Remember to let the winds of heaven dance between you. At the same time, there is another aspect of partnership that you are being called to consider. For the path of partnership can lead you to the realization of still greater union. Union with the higher self. Union with the divine. The ultimate gift of the rune is the realization of the divine in all things. God always enters into equal partnerships. Jibo, the rune partnership has no reverse, for it signifies the gift of freedom from which flow all other gifts. The gift of freedom from which flow all other gifts. And speaking of gifts, shout out to I'm gonna actually, when I get the gifts, I'm gonna announce them on the show. But people have been sending me gifts. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And I'm gonna actually show them. I want to show them when they're in hand, and then talk about them when they're in hand. But that's very nice. All right, let me go to the call lines. I know everybody's waiting, or some people are on the lines waiting patiently. So let's get it underway. Let's go get it in. Oh yeah, Scott, let me answer this question here. Scott says something about that website. See, what I do is Scott, you look for the facts, and when you find those facts, you work with those facts. I always tell people, even if you're reading a book, never take it whole. You look for what you can use, you take it out and you use it. You see what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in the messenger. And that's what I don't do. I don't get caught up in the messenger. I look for the facts of the message that applies to me or that I can use, and then I use it or lose it. It makes things a lot smoother and a lot different for you, so you don't have like an emotional attachment to a scammer, somebody that likes to scam people or whatever else. All right, 716877. Peace.
Peace to the God.
Peace to the God.
Huh?
Yeah. Hello? Oh, that's my mama. Mama. Mama, what's up, ma?
Yeah, I was looking at Facebook and the phone at the same time. It ain't easy, what you're doing. It ain't easy, but you're doing good.
Thanks.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Saji, Khalifa out there. Shout out to my nephew David, my sister Geneva out there in Pittsburgh, and shout out to Shalice.
They on Facebook Live right now too.
Yeah, okay, good. I said today I'm going to try to be one of the first callers because last couple of times I called in.
Right.
First. All right. Okay, I just want to say the song that you recorded last week with me in it.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome. I think I'm gonna play that song today. I think I'll play it. Why not? I'll play it on the way out.
And I also wanted to say that the last seminar that I went to in Rochester, I had the unexpected pleasure of selling 4 books in less than 3 minutes.
I know. I didn't even see that one.
My friend Marie she said she's listening to save her an autographed book.
Okay, yeah, definitely. I got plenty of books.
In and out, but I just want to say, keep on winning case after case after case.
I'll keep trying. You know.
And get you some rest.
Okay.
I'll be around you, and I know you really work hard for the people, and you're serious in what you do.
I have to be.
I'm gonna yield the floor now. My phone is kind of breaking up, but I'm gonna yield the floor.
Okay. All right. I love you. Take care. Have a good day. Stay tuned too.
All right.
All right. Peace.
Bye bye.
See, that's my mama coming up on here, supporting the boy. What y'all think of that? 760. Hold up. 760-703. Peace.
Peace. What's up? Uno Selfe? It's Asher.
Asher, what's happening with you, brother? How that Cali weather out there, man? Is it raining?
Oh, hell nah. It's nice and sunny.
Oh, man, it's tearing up out here, man. It's a rainstorm out here, man.
Oh, man. Gotta stay dry, man. Stay dry with that raincoat.
Man, rain make me grow. I don't mind getting wet. It make everything else grow. Shit, you know?
Right.
Yeah, you good, though?
One with nature.
You good? You got any questions for me?
Questions? Yeah, you know, for the... Let's see. You mentioned those state constitutions.
Right.
Now, when we get them certified, do we have to sign them as a party to the
Yeah.
the contract?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. When you get it,
fix an affidavit on it, or tell me.
right. When you get it certified, you're going to make copies because you're not going to give up that original certification. So you're going to make copies. So you're going to do the copies through a notary. Now, when you make copies, a lot of people, I pointed this out before, they'll take and try to make copies just with a notary, some true and correct copy. Notaries can't issue true and correct copies because they're not the originators of that document. They didn't originate it. See what I'm saying? So they have to formulate their words a little different to copy it. And that was in the notary's license handbook in New York, which I pointed out. I wish I had it up right now. I could point it out, but so you got to look in your notary laws in your state to see how to a notary issue copies of something that's already certified. And that was an error that a lot of people were making.
They call it a custodian document, basically.
Okay. And then once you get that notary to sign that, you go get the notary's signature authenticated at the county. And that's about $3 maybe. You walk in the county clerk's office,
right,
and you say, I have a notary signature that I would like to get authenticated. That's simple. Don't go in there talking about, I need my documents authenticated and all that other stuff. Because it's all about the signature.
Right.
It's certification of the signature.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, then once you get that, they don't even know that you can do that. You go in there and you do that with some notaries, they'd be like, what's that? You get it notarized.
Yeah,
and what that does, that shifts liability.
Didn't even know I had their oath.
Right. What that does though, that shifts liability, improves chain of command, because there's really only one notary. So you have to,
right,
the other ones are deputized or employed as notaries. You have to prove that they have
right,
actual authority to notarize that document. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
From
right.
Otherwise anybody can make notary stamps and go out there stamping shit that's invalid and won't work.
Right.
Yeah, so that's pretty much that. Once you get that constitution, you get their oaths to that constitution as well. You want to match the contract. The constitution is the indenture, the contract. It's the actually supreme
right,
law. The constitution is the supreme law. Everything derives from it that they get permission to do.
Right.
You're gonna put on that. You can either do a separate paper or you can do you can put it at, if there's space on there. You know, offer accepted.
Arrange it.
What's that? And then you
Go on.
then you sign it. You sign it. You sign it, and then you can get your signature notarized and everything that you signed it. And then you get their oath, and you put the same thing on their oath, sign it and date it and everything. And then you enter it into the court as evidence. And if it should go to trial, you enter it into the trial as well. But you want to use that. You want them to take judicial notice to that. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to tell them,
Gotcha.
yeah, to take judicial notice if you enter it into court, into your court case. You know what I'm saying? So any statute that they're coming with that's repugnant to that Constitution, you know, it's going to be null and void, and you can get rid of it. You can eliminate it so they can't use it in the court, and that's even if you're in the proper court. But sometimes they don't let you transfer. They don't let you transfer to court. They'll try to keep you in there. You know, they'll try to keep you in there and won't let you get out of that court. Go ahead. What was you gonna say?
How about the U.S. Constitution, the federal Constitution? Do you have to do that and bring that into the court too, depending if it's a federal case or not, or does that matter?
Yeah, if it's a federal case, you're gonna do the federal Constitution. If it's a state case, you're gonna do the state Constitution.
Gotcha. Now, when you mentioned about rebutting the original complaint, do you need to do an affidavit of fact to put in your story into the case, or rebutting it is sufficient enough to?
You do an affidavit of fact and rebuttal. What you do is within that rebuttal, if you want to state any facts, you put the facts. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So you'll have like affidavit of rebuttal. You rebut this, that. Then you put facts, and then you put list of facts. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Right on, man. I yield the floor, dude. You know I'm gonna ride with you.
Man, no doubt, man. No doubt. Ride out with your boy. I ain't gonna be on here too much longer, man. You know, I'm gonna stop probably around 9 o'clock or before 9. You know, I gotta get up off of this joint. But hold up 1 second. I'm gonna go to the next caller. 804-399. Peace.
Yeah. Hey, peace to the God.
Peace to the God. What's up with you?
Hey, man, enjoying the show, man. Like in that, I don't know if there was an article or whatever you was reading earlier, on the citizenship or whatever, but I'm big, man.
Right, yeah, the renunciation of or relinquish of U.S. citizenship.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was actually I put the links in the chat. That was an application that they have, and that was from the site, the actual website, the U.S. Department of State, Bureau of Consular Affairs. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. It seemed like to me, man, with everything they do, they try to make stuff so, you know, they real elusive, man.
Oh, of course. That's called legalese is what they use. You know, a bunch of lawyers got together and they started formulating this plan to enslave the people through corporations.
You know, and a part of me is like, man, is kind of brilliant, man, because they have to deal over everybody's eyes.
But you know what? It's honestly only as brilliant as their force, their army. You know what I'm saying? Because if they didn't have the force to force you to participate, you really wouldn't participate. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they do kind of got the force because people participate. Well, at least they make.
Let me say this, right? If they didn't force you to go to the DMV to get registration, would you register your car? Probably not. If it was really voluntarily, like using a certain phone service, like or something, you know what I'm saying?
when that's what they teaching. They're teaching, and we don't know no better. They're teaching that you gotta go to, DMV and all these places, or you gotta get a social security number.
I mean, I say,
they drill.
I say they're forcing it on people, man. I don't think they're really giving people the option, clearly. They're not giving people full disclosure. They're forcing it on people because, like I always say, when they walk up to that window, they tell you who they work for. They're enforcing third-party contracts. When they come up and say, all right, peace, Shalise. You have a wonderful night, too. Thanks for tuning in. They come up and say license, insurance, and registration. Like, what incentives do they have with the insurance company that they force you to get insurance, and if you don't have it, they write you up for not having insurance? So there has to be some type of nexus.
Wild, man. It's wild, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good way to slay the people, man, because that's 90% of the world, man. You go get the insurance or the license and stuff like that, man. I feel like this information is very valuable, to learn. And it's no shortcuts is what I'm realizing. A lot of, with some of the processes that I'm doing now, as far as all my paperwork and stuff, I think it'll be one, I always think it's going to be just one part, and I end up getting a webinar or something like that, and it'll be 50 things I'm missing, so it's not a quick thing. It's real meticulous. You have to really be on it.
Yeah, what it'll take. It'll take a full understanding to really execute something to perfection. What I normally do is I do a lot of observing before I execute, so that I can master a certain process, so that I can know it in and out. You know what I mean? And I like to also get the experience of actually completing it myself, so that when I bring it to the table, it's already been done. It's already been perfected as far as what it's worth. You know what I mean? It has to. Say. Yeah, because I don't want to do a lot of processes that I don't know if they're going to work or not, or when I do them, they don't work. You know what I'm saying? So I like to do it first, make sure it works, and then say I did it already. So you can't tell me it doesn't work. You can't argue against it because I already did it. That's like we're proving that your name is a corporation. I already have proof of that. I was already able to manifest that proof.
Yeah, just like you said earlier when you were saying that to do it you must appear in person. And he's like, person is a corporation. So are they telling you that you must appear as a corporation or some type of?
Could be, man. Could be. Only way I would really be able to know that is to actually manifest that, and make it happen. Then I'll know for sure to see the results of it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Thanks, brother. Now I'm going to give the flow. Peace to you. I know you got a lot of callers, man. I appreciate your time.
All right, man. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you tuning in, man. Thank you, man. Take care.
Yes, sir. Peace to the God.
All right. Yeah, I've been a little late, but 513-948. Peace.
Peace to the God.
All right. Who's this?
I had a question, man.
This Charles?
Hey, can you use? Yeah, this Charles, brother. How you feeling, man?
All right, man. Peace to the God, man. Good to hear from you. Go ahead now.
Yeah. Hey, can you use any constitution, any case? Certified copy of the Constitution.
It depends, man. It depends. At times I was able to use the current Constitution, but I don't know to what it was worth. You're going to want to use a Constitution before 1933, before the gold clause and all that other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so you want to get a certified copy of one of those Constitutions. Make sure that it has your objective in there, so when you're using it, we'll see. Now, when I look at the Constitution in light of what the slaves did to free themselves, they used the point in the Constitution where it says all men are created free and equal or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the slaves were arguing in court, bringing the suits to free themselves. So basically, what it boils down to is enforcement. The sheriff is the enforcer. And you have to notice that sheriff to enforce that constitutional protection. You know what I'm saying? That's why that government is in place. Every county in the whole landmass, the sheriff is the enforcer of that constitution.
Okay, so like what about the affidavits, right? When they write the affidavit, you got to attach their affidavit to your affidavit.
Nah, the affidavit, they absolutely have to file that affidavit with the county clerk, with the court clerk. When they file it with the court clerk, it's going to already be on their file. You have to file it in that with the clerk as well. But then you also have to serve them.
Okay.
And on the certificate of service, it has to have that it went to them.
Okay.
And then, now let's say you file that affidavit. Okay. Let's say you file that affidavit and you let them ignore it. They'll just pass it right up. You know, they'll try to ignore it. They want to ignore it so that they don't have to respond to it. You know what I'm saying? If you let them do that, then you end up losing. They'll do it. So you have to, if you have some type of trial, you have to put that affidavit in trial as evidence, as an exhibit. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't make it to trial. Most people I deal with, they don't make it to trial. But then you get some people that slip through the cracks and they go to trial, you know. But if you counter them and put them in a certain position, they fail to prosecute. They, you know, just like the recent case where the guy had the case and they couldn't prosecute. They didn't bring anybody in. They claimed they were having a trial.
You're right. They didn't proceed.
Yeah. The thing is, you got to be responsive, because if you're not responsive and you let time go by where you're not filing stuff, they'll come out of nowhere with the note of issue. And when they hit you with that note of issue, then you're dealing with a whole nother situation. You're going to want to try to vacate that note of issue so that you can, you know, get them back to where you're claiming that discovery hasn't been responded to. So they can't do the note of issue because discovery hasn't been answered yet.
Oh, okay. Right, I see a lot of errors now. Okay, I got you, boss.
Okay, man, we're gonna
on their self. Okay, on their self, and I yield the floor.
No doubt, we're gonna tighten them up, man. We're gonna tighten them up. All right, peace to the God. Hold it down. All right. 313740. How art thou? 313740. Peace. There he goes. So Timius, what's good with you, brother? From Detroit.
Oh man, slow motion. Man, just listening in, Brody. Hey man, I was thinking about something when you was reading about renouncing or relinquishing your U.S. citizenship, right?
Right.
Okay, now hypothetically, if you are already naturalized, born a U.S.
See, they were saying, let me say this real quick. I didn't really look into the depths of this, but in this definition of citizen, number 4, it says a citizen of the United States residing in any state of the Union is a citizen of the state. Hold up, wait, not that one. It says all natives are not citizens of the United States. The descendants of the Aborigines and those of African origin are not entitled to the rights of citizens. Anterior the adoption of the Constitution of the United States, each state has the right to make citizens of such persons as it please. The Constitution does not authorize any but white persons to be citizens of the United States, and it must therefore be presumed that no one is a citizen who is not white. Now, I didn't really get into the specifics of that, so I'm not even going to touch on that right now. It's just what I'm reading off of here, you know what I mean?
Right.
But we know that people of Aborigine descent and all of that are not U.S. citizens, you know?
Right. So it would be more of a renouncement on their end.
Possibly. I don't really want to speak too much until I do the proper research on that. Lamel Adams, peace to the God. The caller, that's Satimius Bay.
What up, bro?
Shaka L Bay. I'm on Facebook Live, man. Too.
Oh, okay. That's what's going on. Man, just listen to the...
You still there? I think we lost it. Okay, there you go.
Oh.
All right, go ahead. What you saying?
I was just saying, man, just listening to the information, doing my homework, writing my notes down.
Yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. I can't wait to get into that project of renouncing or relinquishing U.S. citizenship and either getting to where it's make you an alien or stateless and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? Because if they have you on the docket as a U.S. citizen through the birth certificate and through the Social Security and whatever else, and if they have you on that docket as such, and you haven't done what they're telling you to do according to those codes or rules or laws or whatever, then they probably more than likely won't take you off. They're even saying that the court has found it no legal effect. You know what I'm saying? And they're giving the cases and all that.
Right.
So, you want the legal.
You have to go in person. You can't do nothing. You got to go in person.
Right. That's what they're saying. You want the legal effects of it. You don't want your opinion to be the driver of that vehicle. You want the legal effects that it actually shows that you actually have a legal effect to it. So that means it's going to be dealing with court. You're going to have to be dealing with court. My ultimate goal is to teach people, one of my ultimate goals is to teach people how to stand on their own 2 feet, walk into these court buildings, and give them the business. Hand it right back to them, just like they take people to court every day, day in, day out. And the reason why they do that, like I was saying, is because the Constitution says that the military is subordinate to the civil power. And like I pointed out, the court and the people are the civil power. So they take people to court. They have to, because the Constitution tells them that they have to. So if they're subordinate to the civil power and you get an order of the court to keep them subordinate, if they violate that order, then they're in contempt of court. And you can have them charged with contempt of court. Even like when you can sue anybody, man. You can sue anybody. I suggest once people give the sheriff the notice, they sue his ass, man. Sue the shit out of him. Man, sue him until he can't be sued no more. I bet they start respecting your rights.
Yeah, because I went hard on the 1835. Michigan, that's our first constitution. I didn't know that like the back of my hand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's funny, man, because my boy, he came up, man, I got to go to court, this and that. And I hit him with it. I was like, brother, you need to have that birth certificate authenticated. You know what I'm saying? Then you need to go in as a natural person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you ain't no goddamn, you ain't no fiction.
All that Mr. When they call you Mr. in court, they're calling you a fiction, or Mrs. or Mr. So they'll say Mr. Centimius. How do you plead, Mr. Centimius?
Yeah.
When they call me when they call me something like Mr. something, I say, are you referring to me? Because that's not my name. You know what I'm saying? And I tell them that straight out. Whatever you calling me, I'm not Mr. whatever you calling me. You know what I'm saying?
Killing. Natural persons don't have prefixes.
Right. But you know what? It'll take a clear it'll take people to get a clear aha moment before they really start understanding how the corporation is operating upon them and their status to that corporation when they go into that court. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because like I say, man, I'm coming. I'm riding with everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's good for them coming from these avenues, and I appreciate you, Dwight, man. A lot of a lot of people, they say they appreciate you, but they don't.
Man, I appreciate you too, man. And I really mean that too, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate anybody that's supporting. Go ahead.
No doubt, man, because, it is good to hear sometimes, though. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. That appreciation definitely motivates me, though. You know what I'm saying? That motivates me to keep going and keep getting it in, man, because, we got to get free to the level, that we can be free and not free to, go around doing all type of wild things, because you have to be self-governed. That's what we want to get to, where we can be self-governed and we don't have... these legal fictions trying to control us and tell us what we can and can't do, with our own property.
Absolutely. But, man, look, I ain't going to hold it up, but I do want to say, man, if anybody want to network in Detroit, man, that Demi is ready, willing, and able to talk to people and new people. You're in the Detroit area. You know what I'm saying? Man, just hit me up, man. A lot of body know that, you know what I mean? Peace to the guys. You're in this, like you were doing, brother.
Peace to the God. Hold it down. All right. Take care. Thanks for tuning in, too, man. Man, my joint sound like it's going out, like the phone's breaking up or something. Let me check it out. 5133. Oh, there you go. 513-371. Peace.
Peace to the God.
All right.
Good.
What you got going on, brother?
Man, a little testimony. They're trying to, with this little motion compelled, they'll try to add some more time, you know what I mean?
Now, what they
filed a motion for enlargement of time. So
a motion for enlargement. You know what? That's what I was telling people to do, enlargement, when they get stuck in a situation. But so that means that they're stuck. Now, what do they need more time for?
Yeah. They just need more time to answer to the compelled evidence. You know what I mean?
Man, you know what? I would come in and I would oppose that and say that they had enough time to respond, and I would come in with motion to dismiss. You know what I'm saying? Or either order to show cause why they're not responding. You can do an order to show cause why they're not responding, and they had all the time in the world to respond. How long that case been going on for? A long time, right? I mean, how long you filed that paperwork? Yo, that's kind of good news, because that shows that you got them stuck. Now, that's a bank and that's a whole bunch of lawyers, but here it is, just you by yourself, and you got all these millionaires stuck, don't know what the fuck to do in one little courtroom.
Yeah, I tell you.
You feel your power? Huh?
Yeah, that shit feel good too, you know what I mean?
I know. I've been there, man. I've been there where, like, I be in court and they just be scrambling and shit like, yo, what we gonna do? I be laughing at their ass right in their face. Scott.
Yeah, man. I just wonder. Yeah.
Oh, that's good that they. But I was gonna hit you up anyway. I got you on my call list. I want to go over strategies for them trying to get more time. We don't want them to get more time. You know what I'm saying? We want them to get sanctioned. I think you might want to do a motion for sanctions for not responding. See, when they respond like that, that means that you put them in the corner where they had to respond. Usually they ignore people's stuff and then they do the note of issue right off the bat. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But by them not doing that note of issue, now they want time to respond. They scram. They don't know what the fuck to do right now. You know what I'm saying? if you go for a
I
dismissal,
also want to give you a shout out to that.
go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. You was breaking. I know you.
No, I was saying if you go for dismissal, go for dismissal with prejudice, so that they don't try to go without prejudice and bring that case back up. Yeah, but go ahead. What you say now?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to that info you give it to, man, on that registration, man. Gotta cancel it, man. Injunction and all, you know, they still gotta cancel it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No doubt, man.
So that was powerful, man. That stood out when you said that. So, you know, I believe every state should have that cancellation registration.
Right, for
But they had it, so you gotta go in there and get it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yep. Because they probably want they probably have a physical point where they initiate it, and they want a physical point to eliminate it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But then you can mail it in. See, they don't want you giving it to them over the counter where everybody can see you.
Yeah.
Mail that joint in there. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I think they said you talking about the renunciation of U.S. citizenship.
No, the car registration, vehicle registration.
Okay. Right. Yep. Right.
And license cancellation.
Right. Yeah, the license cancellation. I actually have one of these right here, man. The driver's license cancellation request. Now, if you try to go get this, they'll try to act like they don't have it and shit. Because I went to do it, and they were sending me back and forth, window to window, till I finally told them. I was just seeing what they were going to do, because I was just fishing anyway. And I finally told them, I pulled up the website on my phone. I said, it's right here on your website. So how you don't have it? Then she talking about, oh, wait, here it is. Like she just found it and shit on the computer.
Yeah.
Let me print it out for you.
Right,
and then,
they'll be trying to come up off of that shit.
right, but then they sent me to the supervisor, and he had to sign off on it, the damn supervisor. Let me make this announcement real quick. If I go past 9 o'clock, the show and chat, the volume is going to go out. So you might want to call in. The call-in number is 646-668-8213 to stay into the show. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But go ahead, what you were saying, brother?
Yeah, that was pretty much it, man. And just, you know, just want to give my testimony on this enlargement of the time. Like you said, they stuck.
Yeah, hell yeah, they stuck, man. What they need time for? I thought they was ready to go. Ain't that why they filed the suit for?
Yeah, I just want to let motherfuckers know that motion to compel that I got from you, bad motherfuckers.
Man, I've tried to tell people, listen, the motion to compel, the motion... Go ahead.
90 seconds.
Hey, and that's in the foreclosure case, you know what I mean? So
yeah, that's a by the way, that's a foreclosure case too, like you said. The motion to compel is available on my website at corporatefreedomgroup.com, and it's very affordable. Get that in your arsenal, and when they stop responding to your paperwork, you compel them to respond. But don't give them no time though, man. We're gonna go over strategy to compel them even further. We're gonna have them do sanctions. We're gonna do a motion for sanctions opposing their enlargement of time. You know what I'm saying? And tell them you want the court costs and all that.
Right.
And then after that, we do an order to show cause why the case shouldn't be dismissed. After that order, they gotta close it out.
Right.
Man, you going in on them. Dwight, I like this.
Man, I ain't trying to play with them, man. They sneaky as fuck though. They like little weasels and shit. Let me turn this volume down because the show is gonna if anybody didn't call in from the chat is going out. It's gonna be too late in about 4 seconds. I don't like to have the music on when it crosses over because that shit get loud as hell for some reason. But yeah, man, I pulled it off today, man. I pulled the show off today, man. I was really tired. I think I got my second win back. You know what I'm saying? I was up for 2 days working on some projects, you know, working on some cases and stuff. You know. But I'm good. Don't worry about me. I'm good. You know, I know how to tough it out. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I work good under pressure. But go ahead. What you were saying now?
I want to give a shout out to all the guys on the phone, on the line, now on the chat.
No doubt.
Man, Godspeed.
Godspeed, brother. Motion to compel. Motion to compel. That's what it is. Compel them motherfuckers to respond when they try to ignore your stuff. Could you imagine the humility of them having to fill out that enlargement, though?
It looked like, I mean, you know, it's short, man. It's shorter than the midget, man. They ain't. It's like he barely. It's like it's only two paragraphs. He barely wanted to answer this shit, man.
Right.
I mean.
Right.
Yeah. So he said, you know, he wanted an additional 14 days. I mean, they answered within the time within the 14 days, but you want an additional 14 days.
Now remember, if they answer, you're gonna want to do another rebuttal to their answer. You know what I'm saying? And also, like I said, man, I'm gonna point out you can look it up yourself and do the research. Motion for sanctions for non-response. You know, within a proper time frame. You gave them proper notice. You gave them enough time. They don't get no more fucking time. Fuck them. They either respond or they gotta dismiss that damn case.
Shit or get off the pot.
Yup, shit or get off the pot. Man. Hey, you know what? I got some more stuff I want to put together, man. I just been real, I want to go off into another study on other things before I kind of put it out there. And I don't like to just put anything out there. That's why I'm waiting to see what happened with this case. Once this case is over with, I'll get all the full details of how to bring the action in court to sue anybody. You know what I'm saying? Officially.
Yeah, we look forward to that seminar, man.
The webinar.
Hey, I was looking. Hey, Uno.
Yeah.
Hey, I was looking into that. The RJI, man. I mean, the review for judicial intervention.
Oh yeah, the RJI is something else, right?
Yeah, that's slick right there, man. Yeah, that's real slick right there.
Dougie in the building. Yo, I'm telling you, man, like it's a lot of elements. This is what I'm talking about when people don't have the experience and they just talking about it. It's elements that are missing. And you don't find that out until you actually go through the ringer and see what the elements are that are missing. You know what I'm saying? Then you start learning, you start looking back on why people lose their cases or get their shit dismissed. They didn't have those components in. I'm all about piecing together those components, man, and making it manifest, man. That's what I want to do, or that's what I'm gonna do. But all right, man, I'm gonna go to a few more callers, and I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate you tuning in and sharing that testimony with the motion to compel. If you don't have it, get it in your arsenal. It's on my website, corporatefreedomgroup.com. You don't have the book, No Love for Thy Neighbor, get it in your arsenal. Get the archives in your arsenal. Get a pen and paper in your arsenal. Come on, man. We had a mental war. Mental war. But all right, Lamar, peace to God.
All right, Godspeed, peace.
Yup, no doubt.
Godspeed.
Okay, Cy G, my brother. My brother from another mother. What's good with him?
Yes, sir. What's going on, man?
Man, how you doing, man?
On all kinds of stuff tonight.
El Guardo Blanco.
Just hearing the audio.
Go ahead. What you say, brother?
No. I was here. You were talking and shit. So I just decided to, pause and shit.
Okay.
Well, yeah, man. You were going in on your on that alien registration denial there, or the U.S. citizenship denial, which is always something that somebody can use if they decide to use it. Hopefully, that was in that position.
Right, yeah.
Directions and get it done.
Right. Because they have they were saying specific things like the only way you can do it is in person. They were saying something like if you have a disabled child or something, you can't do it for them or something. But then they also said once you renounce it, any child born can't be claimed as a U.S. citizen. You know what I'm saying?
This is correct.
So,
Correct.
so
You're denouncing the actual nationality.
right. So what
And
they
yes, you're
do
gonna have to do
is
it in
they
person
take.
because you claimed it in person. You have to deny it in person.
This is the thing, right? If the mother is a U.S. citizen and the baby is born, that child automatically becomes a U.S. citizen, and then they have her initiate the contract
Correct.
to solidify that through the birth certificate and the
Correct.
whatever paperwork they have. But now, let's say the mother did the renunciation. Now she's over here as a stateless or alien or whatever, or claiming one of the tribes before colonization. Then she has that baby. They can't even make her get a birth certificate. You
No,
know?
they can't.
Yeah.
But that child now is in another. The child now is in another situation now where the mom is now going to have to declare a nationality for that child or something.
Right. The mom would have to declare nationality, but they call it. Let me read this. They call it It's called let me see. I'm gonna tell you in 1 second. Let me find it real quick. Where is it? Hold up. It's called Okay, it's called Just Saying Guinness. Just Saying Guinness, right of blood, is a principle of national
right
law. Right.
Right, exactly. The pronunciation keeps messing us up. But we ain't going to fall in that nasty nonsense about I can't say the word. We're going to say the fucking word.
Right.
If you read it, you're going to say the word. Fuck that lazy shit. I ain't going to pronounce the word right. Say that shit right.
Right.
Right. I hate that shit. I ain't no lazy dude, man. I'm gonna get the dictionary. And I'm gonna look at
Get
the
him.
right? So
Oh,
look
shit.
at the pronunciation, prefix, suffix, all those things, and get the word right, and you say it right. And
just sanguineous. Right. Get the word right.
Yeah, man. You know what?
All that I'm a lazy dude shit.
Man. I mean, you got people listening, man. You got people listening, and when
Right.
you hear certain things come off a certain way, it turns them off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got all classes of people and all levels of people who think they have education or not, whether it be information education or just, state board education. And once, they hear somebody that's not
I believe this, man. I believe that a level of respect should always be maintained between the relationship between, the hosts and the callers. Period.
That's correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct. And while you saying callers, let me give a shout out to Septimius. Love that brother in his fucking.
No doubt, yo. Centemius definitely holds it down.
Shout out to Hollywood. Shout out to Keith and Rodney.
Khalifa.
The circle is getting complete. And Mama Bay, of course. Thanks for the shout out, Mom. Much
Yep.
love.
And shout out to yourself, man. Shout out to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm just here trying to hold that link in the chain, man.
Man, that's the good thing. You hear. You know what I'm saying? We vibrating on a whole nother level. The things that we've done changes the spectrum of things that they do on the government level. They start changing up how to file forms. They start deleting and hiding shit. And we created our own wave out here. When people go to this county and do the processes, they already know what's coming, and these were things like when it first started, nobody was really up on this. So it was really like an issue to get it established. Now that it's established, they know exactly what we want. They're happy to see us, and we can make process happen a lot easier. So that's what people have to do for their county. What we did was re-educate these government officials.
Exactly. And as far as L's and B's, we are supposed to be giving the laws, not taking the shaft like we've been doing.
That sound nasty. Taking the shaft. Ugh. I don't want none of that.
I mean, that's what they've been doing. It's been nasty. We don't want no more shafts.
They've been putting fingers in people's butts on the side of the road and shit. Cavity searches. Crazy shit.
Oh man, I tell you. But what was I gonna say? As far as the things that we have done, man, I've had some personal success that I haven't shared on the phone. Certain things here and there.
Yeah, definitely, man. Like you said you had personal successes that you haven't shared.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's those. I have some personal success that I haven't shared, not because I haven't shared them, but you know, they're similar. They're similar to what everybody's been sharing. I just personally come on and seen things, you
Right.
know, the tax thing and some driver's license things and stuff, certain other things. But that ain't even what I really want to get into. I just want to rock on the show, reinforce what it is that you're saying, because what you're saying is true, correct, and exact. And you know what I mean? I'm still playing my position, learning the information. I got some things that's in the works right now. You know what I mean? And when everything comes to fruition, as I expect it to, I'll come and share those stories. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
But
No doubt.
So far, I'm winning. So far, I'm winning. 'Cause I ain't locked up, I ain't in jail, and they can't do shit to me.
Right. Right. Because normally.
How many niggas you know done gone through that? How many niggas gone through the whole child support shit, got arrested, got taken to jail, then let go without paying no bail, no fucking arrearage, whatever.
No child support, nothing. Right. Because normally they had your ass sitting in jail for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you be sitting in there until you pay.
Have you paying the purge or a purge amount, or have you paying some type of amount or something? I'm telling you, man, when I came out that courtroom that day, and the dudes in the cells, because there was like 3 of the dudes in there, when I came in there, I had no papers, and they had all papers in their hand. They're like, yo, how come you ain't get no? The CO that walked me back, he was like, yo, he was the best one all day, man. I don't know, y'all need to listen to him. I was laughing. They was like, yo, how come you ain't got no paper? I said, because y'all niggas keep falling for the same shit. This dude, the dude wasn't even working. They gave him a job in the motherfucking court. You feel me?
Right.
They found him a job. They had like you have like a staffing agency. They had some referral staffing agency that employed the dude right there, gave him a job, and boom, he was on child support. I was like, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Most.
That's crazy.
So this is a level of nonsense. This is a level of low. This is the low that they'll go to get you, you know, back into their system, man. You know what I mean? And if you don't know any better, they're gonna get you. Please, y'all, do your homework, do your studies. If you gotta get your consultation, get your consultation. Let Uno let you up on something, put you up on something that you know you never knew before. Start applying it, get your life right, get your mind right, get your straight, you know, get your status
no
right.
doubt. That's what it comes down to. Application, man. A lot of people they're afraid. You know, it's conditioning. I don't blame them. It's the conditioning that they've been through. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, they are conditioned. Even our, like that saying, that clip.
Goose.
Our conditioning's been conditioned. But
right.
Once that pain hits you, once that shit hits you, and only you can speak on that pain, then you're gonna realize, you know what? I gotta do something for self, because the lawyer ain't helping me, the attorney ain't helping me.
Man, you know what?
This cop is trying to fuck me up.
Those are officers.
Ain't trying to see what I'm saying.
Those are officers of the court. How can they help you?
Left, man. You got to get the job done.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what I always like to bank on is the feats that has already been accomplished. So that proves that it's not a fluke. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's too many people winning, man.
Oh yeah, and shout out. My bad, I don't mean to cut you.
No, go ahead.
And shout out to Entios. His name, if I'm not mistaken, is pronounced Entios. Shout out to you, man. He says he gets inspired by the questions that I ask. So,
no doubt.
One of the questions that I had, I'm gonna run by you real quick. I already know the answer, but for everybody else, what if you're able to get the certificate that the notary has, that the Secretary of State issues them when they become a notary? Would that suffice as being the signature confirmation for that notary? Or
not necessarily. Not necessarily, because it's only, they're only a notary for a limited time. Then they have to re-sign up. You know what I'm saying? So if they have a certificate and you got the certificate and it's outdated, it doesn't matter. You might as well just get the authentication. You know what I'm saying?
What if it's within the date? It's fine, correct?
Well, the thing is the authentication is much simpler, because they have a signature card already on hand, a physical copy to match up the signatures, and what they do is they just take the signature and match them, then they sign off on it, and that's it. with all that getting their certificate, it may be confidential information. You may have to do a FOI on it. You know, it may take it may be too strenuous, man. Then I don't see the purpose when you can just say, I need this notary signature notarized for confirmation, and they go ahead and just do that.
I know. Well, in the state of Florida, just so everyone knows, in the state of Florida, you got to send it to the Secretary of State. Doesn't matter. You can go to the county all day. They ain't gonna do it. Send all your documents to the Secretary of State of Florida, Ken Detzner, and pay you a little $10. They'll authenticate or notarize, or what if you want a notarial, or you're looking for just the what's the other bandulu shit that we don't want?
The authenticate, the apostille.
Not the apostille. Yeah, we don't want no apostille. But if that's what you're looking for, that's where you send it to. So anything that you need authenticated, certified, you send it to the Secretary of State of Florida, because it will not do another county. Just so y'all know.
No diggity.
And in California, you can go to the county.
In California, see, they just make it up as they go along. See.
But you know, in some states, you can do it. You can do it on the county level or the state level. You know what I'm saying? It depends on what state and what are their rules and all that. You know what I'm saying? But man, check it out, right? I was thinking, like I was saying, I was looking at this land, and I was thinking of maybe getting the land, then building like a self-development center, man, where I can like show people, you know, self-defense skills, eating skills, you know, mental awareness skills, you know, things like that, man, where they can develop their self instead of trying to look toward everything else to define who they are. You know what I'm saying?
I like that idea.
You're gonna fly up from Florida. You're gonna fly up from Florida and do a course.
You heard me?
Yeah, go ahead.
The elder Dr. York attempted that as well.
Right.
Applied all those theories as well.
But you know what?
But we just got to do it.
The thing is, you see, with his situation.
Go ahead.
With his situation, you see how the county sheriff interjected and came in and sued him. I believe that's what the case was for building permits or something like that. Now, my plan was to shut all that down, you know, early. You see what I'm saying? With injunctions, with suits, every possible scenario, I'm going to shut down with a suit and see if they have a legal right to stop me. If they don't have a legal right to stop me, they're going to have to issue a decree when I register that title. And then that's when you own that land and you don't have to pay them taxes and all that stuff.
Well, I wasn't shutting down the idea, brother. Hell no. I was just saying that there was a brother that made those waves prior.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
We may look at that and, you know, correct our errors going forward, or any mistakes that he
we
made.
We need more of that.
Don't have those going forward, you know what I mean?
Right, we need more of that because you know, you got to look at how they structured the colonies. You know, they came together as colonies first. They had their own communities.
Right.
So we need people to step up and start building communities, man. Building communities that people can live and get up out of the city life, so they don't have to keep subjecting themselves to bullshit traffic tickets and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I'm with you 110, my brother. 110.
All right. I'm gonna give you my routing and banking numbers. So I should be expecting a big donation from you and shit to get the buildings going, right? No, I'm messing with you, Si. Yo, but
No problem, man.
Nah, but yeah, man, I'm about to go ahead and shut her down, man. It's been real. I had fun with y'all today. I was a little laid back because I was you know, I was tired. I don't think I'm tired now, man. I got my second win, man. I got my second win. But you know, we got a lot of work to do, man. We're going to get it done. And I appreciate everybody sticking with me, being patient with me. And, you know, I'm going to continue to show you the respect that you deserve. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you being here for us, man. I appreciate you.
Man, y'all here for me too, man.
You've done so far for me. You know what I mean?
Right. I always tell people, man, like use me. You know what I'm saying? Not like that, but use me. If I have a certain skill or talent or knowledge, man, use me, man. You know? Call into the show. Get the information. If I want to do some labor, use me. Help me. I'll lift some bricks, whatever. Use me, man. Use me. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, challenge the man, man.
Yeah.
Challenge the man. Challenge what he's looking for. Challenge him.
Man.
Bring some information. Bring some commentary, some questions that he'd be like, you know what? I need to look into that shit.
Right. I'm not going to always be here, man. You use me while I'm here.
We need to build on that.
Definitely, man. If more people, it's a lot of people building on it now than when I first started out. It's more people in tune, but it's still a lot of people that's still just spectating. You know, they're afraid to authenticate the birth certificate. They're afraid to create a trust. They're afraid to put the sheriff on notice. You know, and all these things you have a right to do. They can't convert your rights into a crime, so there's no reason to be afraid.
Well, if it puts any of you the listeners at ease, I was once afraid as well. Dwight was once afraid as well.
Man, I was never afraid.
Put your balls on the table. You know what I mean? And say, this enough is enough. Am I going to continue taking the abuse? Am I going to continue dealing with the inequity and the unlawfulness of certain people and the evilness of certain people?
Right.
You know what I mean? And they will take advantage of you. So if you like being taken advantage of, go ahead, like my man Dwight keeps saying every now and then, get in the back seat, pay your fare, enjoy the ride.
Right. Let me
Just like me now, I'm tired of even paying the fare. I'm tired of even getting on that damn bus or whatever it is.
Right.
Whatever ship it is, whether it's
right.
a ship
Right.
or whatever the ship it is. You know what I mean? At this point, man, it's a season. It's a time for everyone to realize that you're either gonna wake up like my man. This is Pac shit in the back. Yo, you're either gonna be a bitch, rider, or a punk. Which one are you, man? That's it. That's the bottom line. Fuck all the nice pleasantries at this point. You're either gonna be a punk or a rider. Which one? You know what I mean? Because they're taking advantage of punks and sissies.
Yeah, they are, man.
Like,
they definitely are, man.
King.
They definitely are. You know what it is these people, for the most part, they do battle, man, and it ultimately boils down to the energy of their force to impose death upon you. You know what I mean? And that's what they want to hold you under, that they can kill you.
Yes.
So if you're afraid to die in a certain situation, then you're already defeated.
Well, at this point, I hope we're not afraid to fight anymore. Okay,
I'm not.
It's gonna take what is that saying that my boy said? It takes a nation of millions to hold us back. Well, we ain't at 1 million yet, but we need a lot more of you people to start standing up and going to these places and let them know that you can't keep doing this shit no more. Let them know the jig is up.
Man,
right?
we gonna continue to pave the way and make that happen, man. But let me take another caller. Let me take another caller because the number looked familiar. So let me take this caller and see what they got on their mind. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. 762-241. Peace.
How you doing, Dwight?
All right. I'm all right, man. I feel good.
This is Mike Rosen, man. I talked to you yesterday.
Right. Talk to me.
Yeah, I was pretty much asking. I was going to call just, I already went on your website and paid for consultation, so I'm just expecting your phone call soon so we can go through with that. But I just had a quick question before all that even pops off.
Okay.
And I was wondering, when you claim your nationality, but you already have a court case in your government name, the all cap name, is there a way that can be converted? Like you can go in there as your nationality name? Like any kind of way that can be changed?
You do that by how you style the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you have any templates, but you do it by how you style the paperwork. But the thing is, most of that depends on your circumstance. What contract was created, what level of jurisdiction they have. You know, do you have a trust set up? Do you have the trust as the owner for the corporation or the estate? you know, all that depends. It all depends. A lot of people are in different situations, so you have to use different strategies.
Right. And I was thinking about like I was actually putting together a living trust in the name of the nationality name because I got a 9-8 number for it and everything already.
Okay.
And I was just wondering if I would be able to you know to also today I completed a what you call it where you the financing agreement. And the
You talking about, hold up. You said you completed a financing agreement. You talking about the financing statement?
Right. It was a non-UCC.
Okay, right. Okay, I was just checking.
A non-UCC,
Right. Okay.
right. Just a non-UCC.
Now, how did you file that? Where did you file that non-UCC at? Where did you file it?
Actually, let me correct myself. I typed it up. I haven't filed it actually yet because it's Saturday. I can't file it anyway.
Where you plan to file it at?
I filed it first thing.
Where you plan?
That I have to figure out the right place to file it at.
You gonna file it at the county?
Okay, county clerk's office where I've been.
Yep.
That's where I've been putting all my stuff on the record.
File it at the county's clerk's office. What you do is first you go on their website to see any special requirements of filing. What's the fees associated with filing?
Okay.
Some stuff may have to be filed in the miscellaneous file. You know, sometimes they don't let you put in certain documents. You have to file them in the miscellaneous file, and that might have a fee as well.
Right. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff already. I dropped off up in there this week. That's the authenticated birth certificate. My son's authenticated birth certificate.
See,
both of the affidavits of ownership for both of them.
see, that's what's up, man. Because that's what's up because you getting it in, man. You're not playing with them. You know what I'm saying? That's the way to go, bro.
And so I was just wondering, I just went to Atlanta. I'm in Columbus, Georgia. I just went to Atlanta.
If you go to
They wanted to get my nationality declaration
right,
authenticated. So I have that, and I plan to put that on the record as well.
okay.
But I was wondering, you know, since the case is not against my nationality name, it's against the straw man. I was just wondering if that would there be you know having a validation in the court, like to kind of change the direction of it.
Well, you're gonna have to get that. I don't know how it works out there with the assumed name or fictitious name. I don't know how it works out there, but when you get that, you could file that right into the court and let them know that you're the authorized person of that corporation. You know what I'm saying?
Now, would I need to be getting like some ID, you know, foreign identification with that? Am I able to use that authenticated declaration to get ID?
I don't know, man. It depends, man. I don't really know at this point. I will have to see what you're trying to do. You know what I mean?
That's cool. I was just trying to ask for what I can ask until it's time to, you know, for the consultation anyway. But I can't sit around waiting. I gotta keep digging.
Yeah, we'll talk soon, man. We'll talk soon. I had when you hit me up, I had a lot on the plate. You know what I'm saying? I already got a lot of consultations, and sometimes, you know, I'm in the zone. Yeah, sometimes I get in zones where I don't have the energy or the mindset to really do consultations, so I don't want to get on the phone if I'm not giving anybody my full potential and research. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It makes sense.
Then sometimes I'm in my zone. I'm feeling super genius, and I'm ready for the world. You know, I can do 10 consultations in one day. You know what I'm saying? It all depends.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah, I like that. Well, good.
Shout out to Keith too up in the house.
I throw that out there. Just keep on doing my research and typing up my affidavits and all that good stuff.
Right.
Until we polish off.
Right. Okay, man. All right, man. I'm gonna talk to you soon, man. But if I don't hit you up, hit me up by Monday or Tuesday so we can go ahead and get started.
That'll work.
All right. Peace to the God.
Okay.
Yep. Peace to the God.
Peace to you all.
All right.
I like that.
All right,
like
man.
that.
Go ahead and
When you feel super genius, I like that.
man, when I'm telling you, sometimes I get like an epiphany, and I can just see things real clear and make a lot of new information come about, man. It's I study so much a lot of things that I study, I don't bring to the table. I feel like people are not ready for it yet. I try to look for the most urgent information that people need, and I feel that that's in the court, you know, because that's when people really at their rock bottom, where if they mess up in that court, then they could be sitting in jail for 10, 20 years, you know what I'm saying? And then they don't get time to really be out here studying and maintaining. I don't want nobody under my watch doing 10, 20 years. So I try to make sure I do my best so that they don't get that time. And so far it's been working out, man. It's been working out, but I want to keep it going on, you know?
Real, not even 10, 20 minutes.
Man, not even 10, they might get 10, 20 minutes, but they ain't going to do 10, 20 years, you know? You know what I mean? All right, man, go ahead and take us out, Saiji and Asher, man. Take us out, man, so I can get up out of here, man. It's been real.
All right. Here it is again. It's the fifth installment of the Snoop. I said Snoop. Oh, my God. The Sleep Show.
Man, this ain't no sleep show. This is a sleep sheep show, man. I know it's Twister. Try saying it 3 times real fast. See what happens.
Sleep show.
That was too slow.
My apologies, man. I had some rice on the back of my tongue.
Nah, go ahead. You good? Go ahead.
All right. This is the 5th install. If I'm not mistaken, this is the 5th installment.
Yep. Sleep Sheet Radio. This the 5th joint, and
It's the 5th joint, right?
This the 5th joint, man, and yeah. Go ahead. What you want to say? Yeah, the 5th joint, and it's important that people go to the archives, man. Don't cheat yourself.
AKA Dwight Bay, and it's very important that you go to the archives, as he's saying right now. There's 5 shows so far. You're also welcome to go back to all listen to the other shows when you may have been blindsided. But go back to those archives. Read those. Learn. Stop it, Dwight. I can't even finish. All right, let me cut it out. Pretty professional. Please study. Please hit the books. The information is there for you. Dwight is there for you. Man has 110% heart in everything that he's doing for these people, man. So if you have the same ambition to get yourself off or out of the situation that you're in, man is there for you. Peace to God.
Gracias, mi amigo. All right, go ahead, Asher. Go ahead and take us out.
Oh, just for all the bilinguals, these installments are translated in Spanish, Filipino, whatever you want to do. I'm just kidding, but yeah, to the people who's listening in, you got to educate yourself and enforce that Constitution, because that is the supreme law of the land, and all your remedies are hidden in there. It's very simple.
Yes, they are.
Don't get convoluted with all these statutes and codes.
Right, and all these other processes, experimenting.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There's only so many laws you need to know to protect your rights, your natural rights. So peace to the God out there, and I'll see y'all next week.
Peace to the God, brother. All right. Show has come to an end, my friend. Let me throw this out there as some friendly advice. Don't cheat yourself. Don't procrastinate on believing that you know all that there is to know to life. Life is an experience. You have to learn new things every day to develop. That's how you grow. If you stay the same, you don't grow. And I'm all about growing, advancement, helping out the people, but you also have to be willing to help yourself. And one of the absolute requirements of growth is reading. So get yourself some books, read, study, read on the internet, read. Don't just watch the YouTube videos, and learn how to do follow-up. So if you hear a certain case, go read that whole case. If you don't understand it, read it over. If you read the first paragraph and you just feel like you didn't comprehend anything, read it again. Read it 10 times. Look up definitions till you say, you know what, I got it. Because that's what we got to do. We got to get it. And I'm here to help you get it as well. As you know, I'm on the Sleep Sheep Show every Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 646 668-8213. My website is corporatefreedomgroup.com. There's a lot of information on there. Visit the health section, visit the store section. Get that motion to compel to help you out in your case. Support my book, No Love for Thy Neighbor. Really appreciate it. Blogtalkradio.com, Sleep Sheet Radio. I've been doing this for a long time. And if you've been keeping up, you've been hearing a lot of good stories, a lot of success stories, a lot of people just happy that they got out situations, that they were in. And we're going to keep it going. And hopefully you stay tuned and you tell a friend to tell a friend. And when I say tell a friend to tell a friend, I really mean that. Go tell a damn friend. Quit being selfish with the information. Other than that, hope everybody have a good night. Enjoy your night. Peace to the gods. It's been real. Let me figure out how to shut this down. I got to shut both shows down. Come on by. Come on by. Somebody wants to visit me. Come on and visit me. I need a hug right now. All right. Peace to the gods. Let me throw some music on and get up out of here. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. And I hope you listen back to the show and other shows. Peace.
Peace to the God.
I had the pressure. That boy be good under pressure. That boy be doing this motherfucking thing under pressure. What y'all think of that? Yo, I'm gonna do it. What's that called? Lobotomy? I'm gonna do a lobotomy, and I'm gonna get some of y'all a piece of my brain so you can know what I'm thinking. We gotta learn, man. You gotta learn outside of the fucking Board of Education. They teaching you a bunch of bullshit, and when you know other things, you can say it without fear, cause you know. When you don't know things, you fear things, cause that's all you know. So everything is a work and a learning experience and a work in progress, and I'm going to keep working and keep learning, and I'm going to be a wise old man, and I'm going to turn that wiseness, if that's a word, I got to check it out, to a lot of money that I'm going to give away to a lot of people, because that's just me. Peace, and I'm gone. Let me get up out of here. Y'all have a good one. Check your boy out every Saturday. Tune in. Website, corporatefreedomgroup.com. Get your birth certificates authenticated. I talk too much. Let me get